routes.
Cilj je već došao na daljinu od nekih 15 km. Odmah sam naredio da se izvrši lansiranje.
They saw the missile launches.
Roger, roger, out of the aircraft, down. Make it 3-1, make it 3-1, going down. 3-1 is going down.
First American F-117 stealth bomber crashed during NATO air raids on Yugoslavia.
U ataru sela Buđenovci pripadnici ratnog zrakoplovstva i protivvazdušne odbrane Vojske Jugoslavije oborili su večeras F-117.
Oh dear God, keep him safe, just keep him safe.
Good morning. It's very early. It's a beautiful spring day in early May. And here we are in the dining room. I've been asked to prepare some video diaries of the Zelkos.
Bilo je krajnje vreme ovdje, izgibao smo bre od ovog posla. Znači ovdje je teniski teren i sa ovim štubovima bit će reflektori. Može, meni malo?
Evo. Tibare,
Znači,
ti malo.
reflektori da može i noću da se igra.
So, come on, let me go show you why, one of the main reasons why it's so difficult for me to leave my home every morning to go off to work. Yellow shirt today, shaved last night. Hello, hello, bird. Hello, hello, bird.
Kad to završimo, onda ćemo taj deo samo, pošto tu stalno imamo puno vetra, onda je jedno polje vetrogeneratora, vetrenjača, koje proizvode struju. A jednu malu će da stavimo tamo gore za kuću, znaš, sa solarnim kolektorima, tako da...
Ajde, radite.
Pa dobro, malo moramo da...
Da planirate malo.
Vidu kako je opasno, malo.
Time to head out. Oh boy. Come on. I really must get a new flag up there.
I knew that Dale would be deployed. Before they deployed, the wives had a dinner or a function for all the wives just to get together. And informed us that if something happened to our husbands, they'd come to our homes and tell us in person.
So this was the fourth night of the war. We had planned 2 waves of F-117s. I was on the first wave. And there was also going to be some B-2 stealth bombers coming through later on that night. They had canceled all NATO airstrikes. So all NATO strike packages were canceled that night because of the weather. So it was an extremely challenging weather night. So the only game in town, as they say, were the LO guys, the low observable guys. And I had already done my mission study, my target study, and prep for that. But so strong on my mind was, you know what? If there was ever a night, if there was ever a mission for an F-117 to get shot down, this is the night, and my mission is the one.
Za vreme rata, 1999. sam stalno bila s vama. Znači, tad sam peglala i razmišljala o tome kako da preživimo jedan dan, a da se ne osjeti da tata nije tu, da ne znamo gdje je i da ćemo da čujemo nešto loše. Svaki telefon koji je zvonio ujutro, sa strahom sam išla to da podignem.
Marta 1999. godine, negdje oko 18 sati smo dobili naređenje za pripravnost broj 1. To je najviši stepen pripravnosti u raketnim jedinicama PVO. I do tad smo bili u nekakvom stanju mirovanja, odnosno ćutanja, i u jednom momentu dolazi nam informacija da su ciljevi u vazdušnom prostoru. Ali kad smo uključili radar, na ekranu radara osmatračkog P-18 nije bilo signala cilja.
Saturday morning came. I woke up very, very disturbed.
I did get my target. That night, very, very challenging because of the weather, the many layers of clouds. Off target, headed west for about 1 minute, 40 seconds or so, and then the aircraft turned, a very aggressive turn to the northwest.
I onda sam rekao operatoru da prebaci na najnižu frekvenciju, to je na lambda 1, gde smo pretpostavili da će, pošto je to frekvencija koja će najvjerovatnije ući sa tim avionom u rezonanciju, da će na toj frekvenciji da imamo avione ako su te stealth tehnologije. I upravo su se tada pojavili ciljevi na ekranu.
As soon as I rolled out of that turn, I started looking outside for the known threat systems.
I sad smo samo pratili situaciju na pokazivaču P-18, kada će on doći u zonu sigurnog lansiranja. Oficir za vođenje ga je odmah uhvatio i u momentu predaje na ručno praćenje, operatori su ga izgubili.
So just after I roll out, I'm looking, quick look around and then quick look at right 4 o'clock, and there they were.
Uz neku borbu koja je trajala baš i ne tako kratko, uspeli smo da uhvatimo taj cilj, jer praktično je 3 puta bilo 2 puta neuspešno hvatanje, tek 3. put je bilo uspešno hvatanje. Kad su ga dobili na operatori ručnog praćenja, kad su ga dobili u svojim radarskim tim snopovima za nišanjenje, onda se prešlo odmah na ručno praćenje i pošto je već bio dovoljno blizu, to je negde oko 15 km, ja sam naredio odmah da se lansira.
I didn't see the missiles launch because of the low bottom layer of clouds.
Praktično 2 rakete su poletele.
But I saw 2 missiles punch out from that bottom layer of clouds. And as soon as I saw those missiles, I thought, they got me.
Good afternoon. Here we are, finished with work, and on our way home. Hooray! I see our post, mailbox. I'm getting home just as the others are. There's Keegan bouncing the tennis ball. They've just gotten home. Molly. Hooray, hooray. Keegan's noticing that I'm filming. Well, there's Torin in the woodshed. Let me see if I can keep this going and manage to turn the car off and escape my prison. Hello, hello. Hello, nut boy. Hello, Molly, Charlie, Lollipop. Hello, Torin, Kiernan, Shay, Zelko. On the go and in the know. Oh, hello, little fella. Are you a leprechaun? Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? Mares eat oats and does eat oats and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? What is this contraption? Hello.
I know, it didn't look so big.
Hello, my beautiful bride.
Yeah, beautiful bride with the...
Let's have a kiss.
I was in the absolute worst possible body position for an ejection. This is really, really, really bad. The next memory I have is being in the ejection seat, out of the cockpit, and I see the cockpit in the aircraft falling away from me. I can see the lights in the cockpit, all the warning and caution, red and yellow lights falling away.
Onda sam rekao da se isključi nišanski radar.
But then all these other thoughts, are on my mind as I'm still in the seat. One is, again, in a very light, humorous sort of way, is, my mom is not going to be happy about this. So I thought about my mom, I thought about my daughter, and again, in this light, humorous sort of way, I imagined being on the ground, kicking the dirt, and saying, nuts. Isn't this inconvenient? I might not be able to call my daughter tomorrow on her birthday, and she was going to turn 10. How come I'm still in the seat? How come I'm still in the seat? Had my hand on this handle on the ejection seat that you can pull that manually opens up the lap belt, and you can try to wiggle yourself out of the seat and push the parachute out of the top of the seat. Now give it another, a few seconds. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 potato. Bam! The seat pops me out. Parachute deploys, inflates, and I'm hanging under the canopy of the parachute. Looked down, thought, okay, got my stuff. Oh, it's survival vest, looks like I got all my stuff. Still had my oxygen mask on, took that, threw it away. Visor was gone, that made sense, that it got blown off. Check canopy. And my first reaction was, yes, perfect canopy. No malfunctions at all. And then my second thought, again in this light humor sort of way, is you have got to be kidding. An orange and white paneled parachute. Glowing like a Chinese lantern.
A odmah poslije toga smo tražili od operativnog centra da nam obezbedi što pre isključivanje stanice. Uvijek je postojala mogućnost da sad zbog lansiranja raketa oni pomoću AVAX-a mogu da otkriju tačnu lokaciju gdje se mi nalazimo i opasnost je da onda avioni u niskom letu ili helikopteri dođu do naše lokacije i da izvrše bombardovanje toga i do uništenja.
Here I am flying single ship, not talking, not squawking. There's a real good chance nobody knows this just happened. For a combat search and rescue, time is the most critical element. So I thought, you know what? I need to get on the radio now. So I got out my survival radio about 1 minute after I was under canopy, hanging in the canopy, coming down, probably 7,000 or 8,000 feet above the ground. And I got out my survival radio and I started making mayday calls. And I just said, mayday, 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 Vega 3-1's going down.
Mayday, 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 Vega 3-1. Mayday, 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 Vega 3-1. Vega 3-1, Vega 3-1, going down.
So I started making these calls, I got no response.
3-1 is going down.
So I wanted at least to get out that, hey, I was out of the aircraft and I'm alive.
Vega 3-1, last position in aircraft was approximately a point after target.
At that exact moment, I was on the couch crying and praying and just really crying out to God, please, God, let him live. Just please bring him home. Let him live. And of course, I had no way of knowing that something was wrong, but I just felt this total sense of dread. And I was so overcome, just screaming in my home to please, please bring him home, that I loved him so much and I just want him to be okay.
Roger, roger, out of the aircraft, down.
Soon after this, the phone rang. I knew that it was not good information. I had one of those gut feels that people sometimes get. You just know that the phone is ringing for a bad reason.
Oh, dear God, keep him safe. Just keep him safe.
At any rate, Emily basically told me that we had lost the plane and that it was Dale's plane. The good news, as he said, was that we knew he was alive and that he had ejected safely from the plane. And of course, they didn't know where he was. There was they knew he had made the ejection and he had made this radio call. But they had no idea of knowing at that point, was he on the ground safely? Was he already captured? Very unclear of his status.
Dear Lord, please let him live. Just let him live.
So, it was hard to see that on the news.
Saznanje da je oboren F-117. To je ono što me hvatilo. Taj strah. Sad će oni non stop biti bombardovani.
23 puta su nas oni pokušali gađati ili gađali nas, ali su 23 puta promašili.
I posle možda mjesec i po dana je došao kući. Sad sedimo i jedemo. Sad već suprug gleda i kaže, ali ja već moram da idem. U onom momentu kad smo svi tako lepo smirili se i jedemo za stolom i sad on mora da ide. Da si kažem da će biti sve u redu, da će tata doći ponovo. Sad njih držim sve za ruke, otvaramo kapiju i sad treba kapiju zatvoriti, zato što on ide. I tako. Mi smo se pozdravili i on ode. A mi na ulici stojimo i gledamo za njim. Ode i auto i on. I opet čekamo telefon. Da se zvoni, da se javi, da je sve u redu i da smo i mi sigurni.
We are again on the way home now. Some of the other things that I have with me that I'm surrounded by in my car are a voice recording of my wonderful, beautiful, blessed grandfather, Joseph Ryan Sweeney, who starting in 1970 started recording some of his thoughts and favorite music and recording readings from passages from some of his favorite literature with the intention that someday, posthumously, after he was long in heaven, that the grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-grandchildren would have and enjoy. Let us listen.
On this Saturday, the 28th of March, the sun is shining, and I guess it might be safe to quote from the Song of Solomon. For, lo, the winter is past, the rain is over and gone. The flowers appear on the earth, the time of the singing of birds is come, and the voice of the turtle is heard in our land.
Hey, Lauren.
Yes?
What time is it?
It's a little after 1 o'clock in the morning.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I am quilting. This is the time of night that I usually quilt.
Tell me what you're working on.
I'm working on a quilt for Zoltan and Mrs. Donnie. And we decided to do a quilt for her. I don't know whose idea it was, mine or yours. Do you know?
Danas je 30. maj 2011. Ostalo je 3 dana do dolaska našeg gosta. Danas je po planu farbanje koštable.
Yeah, Keegan Patrick Shea Zelko, my son, my beautiful, beloved son,
I'd like to play something. He wanted me to introduce this. He said he was too shy. But Keegan's gift to the Serbian people. And what are you going to play?
Sviolin Konats.
All right. Close to traveling to Serbia for the second meeting, and I hope that Zoltan and I and Zoltan's family and my family become very good friends. I hope so. Maybe we won't like each other. Okay, we're going to talk about my trip tomorrow to Serbia. My second time to Serbia.
Yes, your second time to Serbia.
What happened the first time?
Got shut down.
Get 3-1, make it 3-1, going down.
It's Tuesday morning, the 31st of May, 2011. And I'm packing, getting ready for my trip to Serbia. Thought we'd take a quick look around the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You slept the whole night through. Good morning to you.
So here's Dale. He is ready to go. The bags are packed.
Bag, carry.
He's very excited. We're all a little not excited, I think. Because we don't like it when he goes on trips. We miss him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Ignition. Blast off. Pull the ripcord. Parachute. Parachute.
Here she comes. Here she comes. Mama, happy day, little lady. Can I try?
Excited? Ready to go?
Yeah.
Last minute thoughts?
I've just departed my beautiful home, my blessed family. On my way to Serbia for the second meeting. So I'm driven to go, I'm compelled to go, I must go and meet Zoltan under entirely different circumstances. So come on. Well, here I am in my nation's capital, Washington, D.C., waiting for my flight, and I have some very special friends that my children made sure hopped in my pocket for this journey, and I have some other special friends and pocket notes. So, you thought I was traveling alone. Well, I have my whole family with me and special friends. And of course, God. Always. I'm going to read this note from my bride.
May I have your attention, Scandinavian Airlines is pacing Mr. Robert Anderson, Valerie Svensson.
Again, I'm reminded of the last time I flew across the Atlantic Ocean was in a single-seat stealth fighter, F-117. There was no in-flight service. I have to tell the diary. Yes, we're very close to landing in Belgrade. It's very exciting. Very soon, Zoltan, I will be shaking your hand. Are we near Kovan? I'm starting to get this this swell of anxiety in my chest.
Yeah, we're near.
Oh boy. Is he there? Is he in his bakery? Oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. 50 meters? Really? You're really here?
Hello, Colonel. Hello,
Colonel Donnie.
Hi. You have a good trip?
You too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My grandfather always said, don't give anybody the wet noodle.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Nice.
This is my baker.
Yeah.
And
You got flour on your face.
yes, because working.
Yeah.
You working anymore in baker? No.
Do I do any baking?
No.
No, but
No.
you can teach me.
Okay.
Okay? Too much?
Ali, slowly. Yes. Yeah, to, okay.
How's my touch?
Very good. Ovako.
Follow you?
Yeah.
Same?
Da, vidi. Ovo držiš i ovo vučeš. Tako, tu.
This?
Da. Yeah. Okay.
Too gentle?
Okay, gentle, gentle.
It's not easy.
Slowly. Okay. This is Baker Zelko and Dani Baker.
Yeah. I would like that.
Okay.
But the feel
idemo unutra, sad je supruga tamo Irena, pa idemo na ručak.
Huh? Huh?
Ah, yes. Ovdje fali F.
Very nice.
And A. Hey. Okay.
I like it.
Yes.
Hello. Hello to you. Very good to meet you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
To
Thank you.
Welcome in my house.
Thank
my house.
Thank you.
This is my son.
Hello.
Attila.
Hey, good to meet you.
How are you?
Good. Good to meet you.
Good.
Izvolite.
Smooth.
Uđite.
Oh. Now, try not to blow this one up.
Pokušaj da ga ne razneseš.
Don't shoot this one. Okay.
It's nice.
And I have something for you from the Zelko family, but my wife.
Several months ago, when it appeared the idea of Dale traveling to Serbia to meet Zoltan became a reality, I decided I would like to make a quilt for you as a gesture of friendship. My search included several friendship star patterns, and I became focused on the idea of a star. A star represented so many things that are appropriate to the quilt, to this meeting of our husbands, to Dale's shoot down, etc.
So the star on your quilt represents friendship.
It is my offer of friendship to you, a woman I've never met halfway around the world, who is connected to me through the military shoot-down of my husband's aircraft during war.
Dale and I both served in our nation's Air Force because we love our country. I suspect Zoltan too, and your family feel pride in your nation.
So the star on your quilt reflects the sense of patriotism. Dale was flying his F-117 aircraft at night under the stars and the moon.
So the star on your quilt is for the night. While Dale was evading on your soil,
Many people were searching for him and converging on him. There were Serbian military forces, Serbian citizens, United States rescue forces. So the star on your quilt represents Dale, with many people converging on him. From this military event, Dale and Zoltan have become well known. Again, the star represents both Dale and Zoltan.
across the lines of war,
Across the lines of war, a friendship is born.
friendship is born.
Hence your quilt's name. Many roads lead to friendship. I hope you will accept my offer of friendship and peace. I hope the quilt will warm you, if not physically, then in your heart. Enjoy.
Pozdravi puno suprugu. Ono što je ona utkala, ja to osjećam. Jer mi smo tu i za vas bili negde u tim nekim teškim trenucima i sad smo uvek pored vas. I ja pored mog muža, a tvoja supruga pored tebe. A neka to bude početak jednog prijateljstva i mira.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about that night and some of the details, what I was doing and what you were doing.
Mi smo bili dakle u reonu sela Šimonovci i negde oko 18 sati smo dobili naređenje za prevođenje diviziona u pripravnost 1.
When it was my time for takeoff, off I went out of Aviano Air Base, Italy, and then flew all the way across Slovenia, flew right over the top of Ljubljana, where my grandmother and grandfather were born and raised, and then into Hungary for the air refueling.
This is the navigation. This is speaking navigation.
We don't need that navigation.
Oh, yes. Okay.
My memory.
Okay.
We'll just go on my memory. You said the aircraft, where the aircraft came down was southeast?
Aircraft and down this.
Okay, so right over there.
Yes.
I'm starting to get this great wave of excitement, actually, because I've spent 12 years telling people when I visit and share with people as a guest speaker. For 12 years, I've been telling them I came down maybe a mile and a half north of Bujanovci, Serbia, and so here I am. This road now?
Yes, this road.
Ah, we're close. We're very close. Okay, this is a railroad track, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this
is the road.
This is
the road.
Ah.
This is the bridge.
Okay. Right there is where I came down. Okay, where I came down under canopy.
Yes.
Should be right there.
There.
Right there. Maybe right here.
Right here.
So where I came down under the parachute was this close to the road and the railroad track, slightly south of that T intersection. I came down, there was a really stiff wind blowing from the south west to the northeast. So I turned the parachute into the wind and I was drifting back like this. So I landed this way. So I came down, I gathered in my parachute, and I took off my harness and my helmet, and I secured all of that in the bottom of a freshly plowed farm furrow. Back then, the furrows were running north-south. Now they're running east-west. I remember that tree. Should be right here. And there should be this shallow north-south running irrigation ditch. Okay. Right here. This is it. This is it. Right here. Right here.
Whoa.
Yeah, see the ditch? Nice.
Nice.
This is it. I can't believe it.
How many time you was there?
This is where I stayed the rest of the night.
7 hours?
Almost 7 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the place, yes?
This is absolutely the place.
Absolutely.
And
You
again,
remember. You remember.
all of,
Absolutely you remember.
how could I forget?
Okay.
I lived 7 hours of very intense 7 hours of my life here.
A helicopter.
The helicopters came in from the west, and they set down right there in this field, just to the west of this ditch. They landed one rotor arc away from where I was. So I came out just enough with the signal flare, exposed myself just enough so they could see the flare. They landed right there. The pararescuemen came out, grabbed me in the helicopter, and off we went.
Okay.
12 years later, here I am. I don't believe it. So I had come out of my hide site at that point. I was on the edge of the ditch in the farm field in this low crouch, looking very non-threatening, with my facing the helicopter, and nothing's happening. I see these two shapes approach me. They look like aliens, and I didn't see them until they were about 10 feet away. The PJ, as they're called, PJ team lead, Staff Sergeant Eric Giacchino, or Chino, was the first one to come up to me on this side, and he grabs my shoulder of the jacket here, and he tucks me in like this. He says, "How do you feel, sir?" Very loud, noisy with the helicopter. I said, "Great, let's get out of here." And he said, Your PJs. Your PJs are here to take you home. The day I was shot down, my mother was in church praying. She came out of the church, it was a Saturday, and she got in her car, and she turned on the radio, and the first thing she heard on the radio was an F-117 went down. Wow. And she knew it was me. She knew. And she just knew. So she went right back in church and spent several hours there in church.
How are you feeling?
Hey, that's my stuff. Very nice shot. Very nice shot. Well done, Zoltan.
Svi avioni F-117 su u Americi, osim ovoga.
Zoltan, I'd like to thank you for bringing me here. It was very important for me that I connect as closely and as deeply as possible with the Serbian people.
I ti i ja smo dobili nekakvu drugu šansu kada smo završili taj profesionalni deo i to je promenilo naše živote.
It's a great moment to just pause and reflect on exactly what you said. What really matters, what really is important is our faith and our humanity and our respect for one another.
Između ostalog, to je napravilo jedan novi put za jedno novo prijateljstvo, kao što je tvoja supruga rekla kroz onu poruku na onome pokrivaču što si ti doneo.
Indeed, there are many roads to friendship.
Yes.
You're going to be competing with the memory of my grandmother's apple strudel. Lots?
Yes.
Too much?
Okay.
Tight? Very tight?
Very good, yes.
You know, the smell, it is very familiar. It just smells like my grandmother's apartment. My grandmother would be very proud of this.
Yeah.
I think we can serve this.
Mogu da kažem da si ti dobar si učenik.
Okay, I'm recording.
Yes.
So, here we are.
Dakle, tu smo zajedno, ima još jedno sat vremena pre polaska.
Here I am, and Zoltan and his whole family to see me off back to the United States, back to my family.
Svi smo došli da ga pratimo, ide kući.
You can see he's recording himself. And here's the gang. Hello. Here we are off the coast of Maine. Looking at the map. Let's have a look at the map. I miss everyone in Serbia. Right there is my home, my house, my family. We are on final approach for landing in Washington, D.C. We're home, we're home, we're almost home, we're almost home. We are on River Road between Goffstown and New Boston Village. Anybody? There they are, at the door. I see Keegan. Oh, hooray! Look at that boy, he's very happy. Well, hello, friendly. Hello, nut boy. Hey. Hello. Hi, boy. Where are the others? Inside?
Yeah.
Waiting?
Waiting to surprise you.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Rowan. Karen, Shane, Zach. Girl on the go, girl on the know. Hello, Eve. Hello, Beyond Leaf. Look at these crazies. This is what happened. Wait, yeah. This is what happens when Mommy and Papa hug.
Bilo je raznih ponuda, pogotovo kad se to desilo, jer je to ceo svet saznao i onda je to bilo interesantno da neko dođe do te informacije kako je to nama uspelo kad nikom drugom nije uspelo. I onda su to dolazili razni predlozi od raznih zemalja. Jedna velika sila tamo sa istoka, oni su nudili da ja pređem odmah u njihovu vojsku, da će mi dati čin generala i silne neke pare i šta ja znam.
After we moved from the ramp at Aviano Air Base, next thing is the ops group commander and several of the other leadership huddled me by next to a classified phone, top secret, secure phone, and said, General Wesley Clark, the Supreme Allied Commander Forces Europe, is going to call you. I thought, wow, okay. And he did, and we were on the phone together, And one of the very first, he welcomed me home, glad to have you back, glad we got you. But then the next thing he said to me was, you're cleared to go do that media thing.
Poslije toga se desio taj rat u Persijskom zalivu, odnosno bio je problem sa Irakom i upravo došla je ponuda od nekih ljudi iz Iraka koji su bili bliski sa rukovodstvom da pređem tamo za par nekih miliona dolara.
And so I responded to him, actually, sir, I would like it to be just the opposite. I do not want my name associated with that event. I want to stay extremely low profile, which also shocked him. I could tell he was silent and that my response was very unexpected to him. And he then responded to me again with something like, I'm not sure you understand what I'm saying. And I think he finally realized, okay, this guy really, really means it. And he, again, seemed to me frustratingly, very reluctantly said, in a very annoyed tone, well, okay, I guess it's your call.
I onda se nakon toga, dakle, 2-3 godine posle toga došla je sad je isto jedna velika sila sa istoka i blizu tamo Iraka. I jedna ponuda, dakle, sad se već desetine tih dolara pominje još, dakle, mnogo više. I sad u smislu da, eto, ja nešto tu uradim opet za njih koje bi njima pomoglo da se oni pripreme. I sad tu sam se, Boga mi, zamislio. Jer ponuda je bila baš onako dramatično visoka. Čovjek sedi, razmišlja, odnosno ja sedim i razmišljam i vagam šta će da bude, kako će da bude. Jedan put si između dve vatre. Šta uraditi?
Finally, after being up a very, very, very long time, Colonel Bronco Stewart, who was sort of my escort, brought me back to my room and said, stay here, don't go anywhere. Within the next, I think he said 10 hours, maybe 12 hours, the president's going to call you. The phone rang. And so I answered the phone, and this voice said, is this the pilot? And it made me smile. I thought, okay, the word got back to the White House. This is probably the White House calling. And they don't want to even say my name over an open, unsecured line. I said, yes, this is the pilot. He said, this is Tony from the White House. Okay, Tony, how you doing? And he said, stand by for the president. What I remember most about the conversation with President Clinton is when he shared with me, and I could tell in his voice and in his manner and in his tone how deeply, deeply relieved he was that I was rescued. And not only worried for my safety, a fellow American in harm's way, but also because of what it would have meant if I had been captured, if they had the ultimate prize. Anyway, when I also did ask him again for, I want to stay very low profile from the media, he said, you have full White House support.
Quickly after he was home, it became really difficult because he wasn't ready he just was still there. We were in two totally different places. He was so unprepared to come home, and I was so needing to be there for him. You know, he just mentally was really still in Aviano, not at home.
Ja sam na kraju izabrao da je porodica najbitnije, da džabe ti sve pare ovog sveta, kada ti ne možeš biti sa tvojim najmilijima, sa porodicom, kada jednostavno gubiš osnovni pravac u životu za koji si se odlučio, a to je upravo porodica. I sad, šta da radiš posle sa tim parama? Sad je to u stvari nov život počinje, to je sad nova šansa, to je sad... Sad ja više nisam taj koji sam bio, nego sad treba da budem neki drugi sad. I šta je u stvari to što ja treba da, ili čemu treba da se okrenem praktično, to je ta porodica, jeste. I onda shvatam, jeste, stvarno, to je porodica. Drugo ništa ne, to mi je najznačajnije, to mi je i najdraže, to mi je najvrednije u životu. I onako sam jako puno nedostajao toj porodici do sada. I sad je krajnje vreme da ja se sad posvetim toj porodici, da dam onda sebe više toj porodici.
Koliko? Skoro 30 godina i više, i oko 30 godina si se posvetio prvoj obavezi. I onda kad si se odlučio da ćeš da dođeš kući, nama, onda sam rekla, napokon, i mi. Drago mi je da si tu.
Rowan's on the swing. Okay. This is the ball game. At the Zelko's home, everyone come on and watch.
Come on to the ball game!
What are the teams? What are the teams?
Mommy and Keegan.
Versus
Woo!
Papa, Molly, Torrin.
Rowan is the cheering section in the swing.
National anthem. Oh, say can you see? Okay, we'll shorten that. Play ball! Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back.
Get out there and stop performing.
This is the homeschool teacher, and tell us what is next.
We homeschool, and the children usually have 4 days a week of school at home. And the public school systems here have 5 days a week.
And some of its 60 sharp teeth were up to 7 inches long. Get a ruler and measure out 7 inches.
Did I do a good job?
Yeah.
You're still pleased with my tape job?
Mm-hmm. You can put some things in here. Right now there isn't really much in my jewelry box, but I'm going to start. A couple days ago I started for collecting jewelry. And there's little meows.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm collecting stickers.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Keegan.
Yes?
Hey, Molly.
Yeah.
Hey, Torrin. Hey, Rowan. Hey, Lauren.
Yes?
Isn't it a wonderful, beautiful, glorious day?
Yeah.
Isn't it a splendiferously delightful day?
Yeah.
Isn't it a heaven, hooray, thank you, God, play day?
Yeah.
Isn't it a oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh day?
Yeah, isn't it a Philly day?
Yeah. There's our church. Hello, church. Mirror Lake Community Church. Have a kiss. It is wood stacking season. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-ay. My, oh my, what a wonderful day.
Danas je 2. april, subota, lep dan, sunčano. I danas je po planu sređivanje dvorišta. Atila se popeo na drvo. Pazi sine, tamo ruka ti je ispod testere.
Good morning. It is the next morning. On our way to work. I just discovered, I've introduced you to my grandfather, Joseph Ryan Sweeney, Pops. Another very interesting bit of his recordings.
So now we go from heavenly music to heavenly voices. Sounds of the space age, from Sputnik to lunar landing. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Neil Armstrong's first words as he steps onto the moon.
Home again, jiggity jig. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Oh, I really must put a new flag.
Tato, ti si uzbuđen pred put. Pa ovo je vrlo neobičan put. Mi ovako daleko još nismo putovali. Nikada. Kakvi su tvoji utisci?
Lupa 200 sati.
Idemo preko bare.
Preko bare, a?
Skroz preko bare idemo na američki kontinent. Sad kad smo poleteli sa ovoga kopna, sljedeći kontinent nam je Amerika.
I onda ulazi tamo u Atlantik. I odande su dolazili brodovi sa useljenicima u obećanu zemlju u Ameriku. I prolazili su pored kipa slobode. Znači to je i Daleov deda kad je pre 100 godina dolazio ovamo. Prvo što je video od Amerike vidjeli su kip slobode. Sve vreme ovog putovanja, putujemo dosta dugo već do ovde. Razmišljam upravo u ovom trenutku koji treba da se desi sad.
Malo sam nestrpljiva da ih upoznam. Malo brže.
Pogotovo Loren, jel?
Jeste.
Baš sam onako u blagoj neizvesnosti. A nadam se i on. Kad je on dolazio kod nas, verovatno se isto osjećao kao ja sada, znaš. Napokon tabla Francistown. Stigli smo.
Jeste.
Ova raskaznica mi je poznata, gledao sam preko Google-a, preko interneta. Sad bi ta kuća trebala da bude ovdje levo. Ja mislim da je ova crvena. Piše neki broj.
Da ima životinje.
Pa da, to je 407 broj, vidiš?
Deca su na prozoru.
They're here? Oh, my heart.
Excuse me. All a flutter.
It is.
Dale! Gdje si kući? Are you home? My brother! You're home! Come on! Oh, my brother. How are you?
Zoe.
How are you?
Wonderful.
So good to see you. Oh,
Welcome to our home.
hello.
Fantastic.
Hey. Irena.
Hello.
Hello. Nice to
Welcome
meet
to our home.
It's so nice to meet you. I'm so excited. This is Rowan. Rowan?
Good trip.
Corin?
I can imagine.
Hello.
Can you believe it? Right?
Hi,
Lauren.
It's nice to meet you.
Did you meet this one?
It's so
This is Rowan.
so good to be here.
Yeah.
It feels so relaxing.
Very exciting.
But there's somebody you haven't met.
You gonna tell them who they haven't met?
No, Keegan is.
Tell him.
Put je bio velo.
Rowan is going to be a big sister.
We have a baby coming. Yes!
There's a baby.
Baby!
Very nice.
So
Thank
meet the baby.
Yeah, my chubby tummy is really a baby. Come on in. Come on in. Just nervous, excited. Yeah.
Yes! Dale, this is a special present.
Za nju, to je jedan rad koji...
Ručni rad.
Koji sam ja nasledila.
To je...
One handmade, which she got.
You make?
Oh, okay.
From my ancestors.
Ja joj poklanjam da kad stavi na sto, da se seti nas.
And she is giving to her when you put it on the table, you
Think of
remember us.
them. Oh, that's
staviti.
Thank you. Passing that on to us.
Da probamo.
Nice.
Wow. Show you.
Beautiful. Nice.
It's from natural cotton, so that's why it is
Now,
that gray color. Yeah.
this has been in the family.
Yes, 50 godina.
50 years been in the family.
Beautiful. It makes me.
Aha!
Oh,
Yeah,
very cool.
nice. Yeah,
You know?
I know.
You know this.
Right.
What is this?
It's a SA3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Neva.
Neva. Yeah.
It's a model of it.
From Zoltan to Dale. That's nice.
Da.
This is the collection of aircraft that represents my flying career in the Air Force. I did other things besides fly, but these are all the aircraft that I flew. This is the missing piece for the collection, right? Okay. So it needs to be in a place of honor.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
This is complete, yes?
Perfect.
I ovo je sad our collection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and now the collection is complete.
Yeah, yes, this is complete.
Right?
Yes.
This was the missing piece.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
This is the missing piece. This is complete. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, the emotions started when he left for war because I knew that he'd be flying very dangerous missions and that there was a good chance that something would happen to him. So the day that he was shot down, for me, it was more about noontime that he got shot down, and I had been in my house lying on my couch and before they called, and I was crying and just praying that God would keep him safe. And okay. 13 years and I'm still crying. It's crazy. Because I know you understand it's so frightening. There's so much fear to know that your husband's in danger, and I can't imagine for you.
Meni je isto tako bilo. Preko dana sam morala biti nasmejana jer sam imala decu već tad. Deca su bila mala i nisu smeli da vide da ja plačem. A preko noći sam ih držala i razmišljala da li će on dočekati jutro. Svi smo spavali na jednom krevetu i samo su me grlili da sam se gušila. Em od plakanja dok su oni spavali, em od toga koliko me stiskaju da mene ne izgube kad tata nije tu.
It's so unimaginable to me, the terror of that. People shouldn't have to go through that. Shouldn't have to live that way. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say about that. I feel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to live through that. And I'm certain that that feeling of fear never goes away. That's in your heart and will always come back over and over.
Shvatila sam da u životu je najbitnije da je porodica na okupu, da je tata tu, da je mir i da smo živi i zdravi.
Family is everything. It's just everything in our lives is our family. I'm glad you're here.
Drago mi je.
So what do you think about my father and your father were in a war and against each other, and now you and me are playing?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, and what's on your mind?
It's incredible.
Ima neke stvari koje bi bile dobro da mogu sastaviti u životu, jer baš je lepo ovdje kad su svi zajedno, ali mi nedostaje da još neku moju braću i sestre koje imam po očevoj strani, nisam u životu mogao da ih sastavim.
How many?
8.
8. My gosh. How many of each? How many girls? How many boys?
2 boys. 2
Okay.
boys and 6.
Yeah. I also have 2 other children.
Oh.
Yeah, from a previous marriage, a previous life, I guess you could say. Ryan, and then I have another daughter, Gina. Sadly, we just became very far apart from each other in very recent years, and right now we don't have any contact between us, which is very sad. You know, there's a piece of my heart that is just missing. You know, it's very. Someday, if we reconnect, that would be wonderful. If someday these 5 children and those 2 children come back together and know each other and have each other as family, that would give me great joy and pleasure.
Maybe this is another chance.
Maybe. Maybe.
and
I think about them every day.
Yes.
And wonder how they're doing. And
maybe this is another chance.
Maybe. And maybe for you.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
You pilot and I copilot.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Cheers.
To family.
Yes, to family and
faith
new
and family.
Yes, and a new chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Monday, July 21st, 1969. In part, quote, "For all his resplendent glory as he steps forth on another planet, man is still a pathetic creature, able to master outer space and yet unable to control his inner self, able to conquer new worlds, yet unable to live in peace on this one, able to create miracles of science and yet unable properly to house and clothe and feed all his fellow men, able eventually to colonize an alien and hostile environment, and yet increasingly unable to come to terms with the nurturing environment that is his home. The great question for the decades to come is not how or why or when man will continue his excursions under the arch of heaven, as he certainly will, but whether the magnificent accomplishments celebrated throughout the world today will at last inspire him to achieve the age-old goals of which he is capable and for whose realization he has yearned so long. Life in harmony with nature, peace with his fellow man, and a just society on this no longer lonely planet Earth.